Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, May 30th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, I am the magic that I seek in the world. So as I was looking at today's astro and as I was looking at the cards, that was the word that just kept coming through, was magic, magic, magic. And it might be some of these fire elements, these fire energies working together, bringing some inspiration, bringing a little sparkle back to all of us. And I can relate to this myself. So as I'm looking at this, the moon moving into Leo today and connecting with Saturn and Neptune in the sign of Aries, it's a call to our divine creator selves, to know ourselves as that divine creator, which has a hit of magic. And so what I want you to tune into for understanding this magic is when you get really excited about something, like you're going to create something or you have this great idea and you cannot wait, like you're just like, revving your engines to get started. That's the energy that the universe is trying to call forth within us right now. And I think part of this is Saturn and Neptune conjunct in Aries, remembering the divine in ourselves and remembering that it's part of our divine responsibility to bring this energy forward. And then the moon in Leo, connecting our heart energy to the magic, connecting the creativity, connecting the love, connecting the inspiration, connecting the divine imagination of your inner child. Now, I feel this really strongly. This actually got me excited because I've felt kind of adrift and lost this week. Having my Gaia Blooming page has been such a check the page, do the work for the page, that kind of thing. It's been an anchor for me. And regardless of whether it comes back or not, I feel like the universe was wanting me to get into this place of excitement rather than the same old, same old. So again, I don't know what's going to happen, but I do feel little tingles of ideas and imagination and all these energies coming forth. And that can be part of this. Now, of course, there's multiple layers to double fire. It can also rev the engines of impatience and easily irritated and ready to go to war, especially if your ego is poked and bugged, which could happen in this energy as well. But my hope for you is that you feel those little tingles of magic and that you can't resist feeding some of your energy into that and seeing where your personal creative power wants to flow. Now, to be fair, we start the morning with the moon in Cancer, so you may not feel that creativity right away. You actually may feel a little tired, a little bugged. We're going to have the moon in Cancer squaring Venus. That's in the middle of the night, but again, you might feel some of those bugged energies coming forth, and some of that, discomfort of the situation of all the things. And then we have the moon in Cancer connecting to Uranus a little bit later in the morning. So that connection, while it's a sextile, it's muddy. Uranus today is shifting to 28, another degree closer to the final degree of Taurus. Whew. And so, yeah, you may feel a little poked by these energies. I always say mud is very cleansing, right? Like we do mud masks to cleanse our skin. So moon in Cancer, Uranus in Taurus, what this feels like is that it's bringing up areas where you've been complacent, areas where you've been stuck. And that's kind of nice because, like I said, then we have the moon move into Leo, not till 1:16 p.m. Pacific time, but immediately connecting with Saturn and Neptune and potentially bringing up some of that magic. It's funny, one of the Cat Chaos cards, this card, as I looked at it, what I heard was the song, "Oh, it's magic, never believe it's not so." So that was part of the magic, but this was part of the magic too. Seeing this, the word that came to mind with this, the Six of Pentacles, was just magic spilling over. Like, it's all magic. I don't know why. And even this, The sharing card at the top of the cards again felt like sharing your magic, sharing that light, sharing the sparkle, sharing the good news, sharing your inspiration. I'm not telling you to go out there and be like, hey, everybody, this is what my idea is. But I'm telling you, like, you know, people may not always appreciate a positive word, but a positive word can be balm. Now, let me say, if you give somebody a positive word in the morning, they might be like, what do you know? We may have some of the Cancer crabbies coming up. Oh my gosh. I figured that I thought my computer was too overpacked, and that's why it decided to not save the video that I did yesterday, the first one. And I was looking through various things that I had, and I had a screenshot with a crab on it and was like, it's okay to be stabby. And I think I kept it because I really liked it. So you may feel a little bit like that in the morning, and it's okay to be, just don't really stab anyone, right? But like, you might feel a little bit like that. But later, like, where can you give somebody a little upliftment? And maybe this needs to be yourself as well. So see where you can be the lighthouse, provide the light. Now, I do want to mention that we are going to have a little crankiness coming in the evening as well, potentially. We're going to have the moon in Leo opposite Pluto later in the evening, but you may feel a little power control. This might be in you. This might be about you having these ideas and not knowing how to go about it, right? It could be somebody poo-pooing on your parade, you know, like, oh, who are you to do that? You can't do that, whatever. So you may feel a little power control. You may find yourself jumping out of the heart space because you're like, whoa, it's too vulnerable to be in there. Protect your inner child. Hold space for your inner child in and through that energy. For this weekend, oh my goodness, we're hitting June. Let me be the first to say, rabbit, rabbit, rabbit to you. All of the rabbits. We could all use some rabbits. I could use some rabbits after this week. Bring on the rabbits and watch rabbits start literally appearing outside, which wouldn't be a bad thing. I do want to mention that this weekend we are going to have Venus and Chiron meeting in a conjunction. That is going to be on Sunday. And so wounds can come up around yourself and around your relationships, around your worth, around money, any and all of that. Again, I feel like this mud balm that we have going on today might bring some stuff up that we have to address, but watch for the creative, like, pings that come through for you. Let's look at the cards. So like I said, top of the cards, we have ourselves sharing again. All the rest of the cards are in reverse. So this is where the universe is like, do this. Totality is in reverse. We may not be feeling very present, and maybe that's kind of needed right now to, like, I mean, I think presence is always good, right? Being here is always good. But this might be a call to go to the place of the imagination. And again, not get so super fixated on the isness of things, because a lot of times the isness of things is what blocks us from the creative powders and juices and all that want to come through. So it's like, look a little less there unless you're needing a little, like, contrast experience. Rather, throwing cards. Where do you want to go? What is it that you want to do? We've got the ripeness card in reverse as well again. So again, even though what you're wanting has not shown up yet, stay excited. Juicy is the other word that's coming through. It's magic and it's juicy. Stay juicy with it. I don't even know. We do have the adventure card. Now this is in reverse. Now it's interesting. Wow, it's really interesting, these energies. I'm hearing country song. Don't come looking is the song. And with this in reverse, it's like, don't go looking for what's wrong. Again, a lot of this is like, where can you help yourself stay in the magic? Now, again, there's some astro that's gonna, pull on you a little bit. That's fine, but don't necessarily go looking for it, is what I'm getting. Final card, comparison card in reverse. Watch that energy. It's interesting because this and the Totality card are both mental cards. And so it's watching where your mind goes with these things, right? So having the awareness around these energies. Let's see what cards that I can still bring forward. So I showed you the Two of the Wands, the Magic, and of course this Magic, Six of Pentacles came up, but literally it just looks like sparkles, jewels, Mardi Gras beads everywhere. So there's just a little bit of magic and fun. We have this card, Weaver, some lavender energy. And again, this talks to me about what are the stories that you are weaving? What are you creating right now? We have Mercury energy right there in the card. So really watching your mind, the stories. Oh, look, we have Spider. What are you weaving in your life and in the world? And we have this, and this was upright, Wheel of Fortune. So if you had a week like me that's been like, I feel like I just came out of my Uranus opposition, but I feel like I just got hit this week with all of my Uranus opposition. Before I was feeling like the physical of it, and this week's like, okay, now deal with this, deal with this, deal with this, deal with this. Hitting it out of the park, I'm just telling you. But anyway, Wheel of Fortune, it never stays down long. It always comes back around, right? Sometimes we're on the top, sometimes we're on the bottom. It's always moving and grooving. What are you creating right now? And with what you're creating, in what direction are you moving? Being aware of that. So, gonna leave that there for today. You can book a reading with me.
Motion detected at the tap of.
Thank you, Alexa. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and may your guiding light be strong. And know that you can trust your process. Namaste.